So I woke up this morning feeling pretty sad. There have been a bunch of things that have been kind of disappointing that have been going on lately. And I caught myself thinking, gosh, I can't ever catch a break. And when I thought that, it was like a spear going straight through my heart. And I started crying. And then I realized that it was a lie. It's so all or nothing. And what I've learned in the past is when I have this statement where it's like, I can't ever, I never, any words like that. It's kind of like my red flag to pay attention that there's a lie that I've been telling myself. And I'll explain why this is important. I have a vision of what I want to create in my life. It's very clear. But sometimes when things go wrong, when like the plan isn't going the way that you hoped it would be, when it seems like it's getting hard, that vision starts to get clouded. And it gets clouded because of statements like this, lies like this, that come from the saboteur voices inside of yourself. And they kind of hijack your whole plan. And so that's kind of what was going on with me this morning. So I saw what the lie was. And what it is it's so wrong to say that I never catch any breaks. I catch a break like at least once a day. Now, it might not be like, like the big break, like, oh my gosh, like all of my dreams have now come true. I mean, that's kind of fairy tale like. It doesn't normally happen that way. Normally, you get to have the things in your life that you want because of a series of small steps that you've taken on a regular basis to get there. It's a transformation, it's a process. It's not just like granted to you. So it's a lie because I catch breaks all the time. But in this state of mind of sadness and disappointment and like poor me, I'm listening to my victim. And what the victim wants me to do is get anxious and depressed because there's nothing that I can do to change the situation. And that's where that statement's coming from, that I can't ever catch a break statement is a powerless statement. So, in order to break that thought cycle, I did something that I learned about from positive intelligence called a PQ rep. Doesn't take very long, and it's like a reset button. So instead of going to this super depressed place where I don't get anything done, I stare at the wall and mope. There's no productivity there. I lose all of my performance. And besides that, if I were to start complaining about it and let that statement be out loud and say, man, like I can't ever catch a break. And I might be saying that to someone who's given me an opportunity, that's given me a break in the past. And how do you think that person's going to feel when I'm saying I don't ever get any opportunities? Well, I guess Heidi doesn't really appreciate anything that I've ever done for her. So it hurts my relationships. And in a state of depression, you don't really do a lot of things that are helpful for your health and well being either. So I know that today, that is not the dark forest I want to visit. I would rather stick to my list and get everything done today. I've got a mastermind of amazing musicians that are getting all kinds of stuff done coming up in just a little bit. And I've got a lot of one-on-one meetings with some incredible people today, and I want to make sure that I'm present for those people and I'm there in those meetings and I'm not caught up in feeling sorry for myself. So when I do this PQ rep, it resets the old habits and allows me to tap into the new, more productive habits that I want to have in my life. It allows me to hear the voice of the sage and the sage perspective, which says that any situation can be turned into a gift or opportunity. And so today, this hijacking of my victim is not going to get me. It's not going to win today. And in fact, I did something extra productive today and shared this whole experience with you because I know that there's other people out there that are getting hijacked by their victim. You feel powerless to change whatever it is in your life that's going on. And, you know, just 30 minutes ago, I was right there with you. And you have the power to pull yourself out of it. It's just learning a new habit. And so when I have my workshop coming up on September 10th, this is what I'm teaching people to do. It's something you've got to practice when you're not in the middle of being terribly upset, because when you're upset, everything in your brain is screaming, if I just stop for 2 minutes and just focus on my senses, there is absolutely no way that is going to solve anything right now in this situation. But that's just another lie of your saboteurs. So if you want to hang out with me on the 10th of September and learn more about this, send me a message and let's knock this victim saboteur out of our lives. We don't need this anymore. We have the power to create whatever experiences we want to have in our lives.